admit that is not the type of burlesque to which I am accustomed.
Oh.
I actually found it quite distasteful. Ooh, yourself, sir. So, starting immediately, since I own this and everything it's connected to, I am going to turn the school for the home for wayward girls and fallen women into Schaffer's Charm School. You'll trust me, you'll like the results. I'm gonna inject an element of class into the ladies that are living here.
Will you be the headmaster?
Yes, I will, and I thank you for writing my joke for me. So, there's a few things I want to try with the ladies. I'm going to start. We'll have our first charm school lesson tonight. If I could get a little assistance from Miss Pitz, if she could join me on the stage.
Sure.
Well, appropriately enough, Miss Pitz, we're going to start with elocution.
That sounds really painful.
Yes, of course it does. It would be were it electrocution, but never mind. Here, we'll just start with a simple exercise in elocution.
Slap.
Miss Pitz, just repeat after me, okay? Nancy, hand the man the candy.
Nancy, hand the man the candy.
Technically, those were words. You know what? Well, let's just break it. Let's just do it one word at a time. How about just repeat after me? Candy.
Candy.
No. Candy.
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 No, please stop repeating me.
No, please stop repeating.
No, seriously, stop. It's far worse than I could have even possibly imagined.
Well, what you mean?
You know, for starters, whatcha isn't really a word. I'm sorry, Miss Pitz. You know, maybe it would be best if I just explain this through the magic of song.
Oh, yeah!
This is in my travels, I've learned a thing in your borough to the north, the Bronx.
Yes.
There's an art form there called hip hop that was born in the late 70s.
Ah.
I would like to do a song for you. Whenever my invisible DJ is ready. See, I'm really disappointed with how our generation is slowly destroying the English language, which used to be very pretty, and now it's nothing but acronyms and fake words. So here are some things you can do to fix the language, or really make it easier for us to hang out. I don't like the way that you're talking to me, but I don't really like what you're saying. My back will be turned to the words that you speak until you find the way to properly convey them. Oh, I don't like the way that you're talking to me, but I don't really mind what you're saying. Back turned to the words that you speak until you find the way to properly say it. People, the way that you talk is often so very embarrassing. It's time that it stops. Our generation sounds like a bunch of dumb kids who grew up but still talk like a bunch of dumb kids. It's time that we unite. It's due time that we fight deterioration of our communication. Tonight, I call upon us all to stand tall in our hearts and stop talking like morons. Here's where we start. When typing email, please be aware there are 3 different forms of the word pronounced there. If you dare misuse one L, that beware. I will delete you from my friends list like I just don't care. The first is spelled T-H-E-Y''-R-E. It's a contraction of the noun they and the verb are, you see. T-H-E-I-R is a possessive pronoun when you want to say that they possess it or it belongs to them. And T-H-E-R-E is an adverb with direction. Oftentimes it's used to modify a preposition. With practice you can learn to use all 3 in a sentence. For example, they're in there with their bear. There, I said it. The thing I hate most that gets me so pissed are people, adults, who who talk like this? Like everything's a question with such indecision? You sound like a little kid. Speak with some conviction. And speaking of questions, you needn't announce one by stating the word first before you pop out one. It's when you say, question, what is the story? I'll reply, answer, that is annoying. And like, please don't overuse the word like, unless you're like 10 and like talking about your new bike. Like is an adverb. It's used to compare things. Like when you say like so much, you sound like a prom queen. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Oh, stop asking me that. I'll stop and ask if need be. And please don't reply, well, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking, because actually, that's what I'm talking about. Please refrain from typing messages in all caps. Please cease abbreviating happening to haps. Stop with the fake words like estimates and factoids, and never use more than one exclamation point. Enough with the cold fingers, I get it, the tone, your choice, and your choices of expression alone should suffice to imply that you're being sarcastic. Only slowing down a boring story with a hand trick. You gotta stop using the word gay, the way you describe a dislike. Like when you say, that's such a gay car, this song is so gay. Are you in middle school, you little fool? Act your age, okay? Enunciate, articulate, and say what you mean. And speak up so I can hear you, but you don't need to scream. Don't talk with your mouth full, and don't interrupt me. And if you say, end of story, then I will leave abruptly. All of these lazy and unnecessary phrases make it seem so very dated, almost as we're half our ages. Baby, try to make it change, and maybe then in the end, we can be friends. But until then, I don't like the way that you're talking to me, and I don't really mind what you're saying. My back will be turned to the words that you speak, till you finally find the right way to say them. Oh, I don't like the way that you're talking to me, but I don't really mind what you're saying.